Dr. David Klein is here with us today, and we are talking about fads. And I'm thinking about a lot of fads that we hear about on the radio, television, internet, and boy, do they spread like wildfire now on the internet.
Gotta love it. There's always somebody out there looking to make a buck, and that's what this is all about. So, just as an intellectual exercise, so a professional way to pass time, I like going back through old magazines. Sometimes the 1920s, 1880s, 1970s, 1990s, and sometimes last year. And you look at what's being advertised. You look at what the latest fad is for this, that, or the other. And we're going to start with diets. Okay, back in the day, we were looking at, something called the simian diet. And you're going to see that right now. It's advertised on many stations right now for losing lots and lots of weight. The simian diet goes back to the 1950s. And what this guy did was he observed something that most people didn't observe. And that was that concentration camp survivors got skinny. Nobody else noticed this. So what he did was he put people on a concentration camp diet called a 500-calorie ADA diet, okay, and then watched them lose weight. Brilliant, okay? Now, there are many, many people out there right now earning a bloody fortune trying to convince people that this is something new. This is new technology. Nah, it's not so new, okay? It's a torture technique. 500-calorie ADA diet is a big problem when your body needs between 1,000 and 1,500 calories per day just to remain healthy, okay? So, fad diet, number one. There was one back in the 1970s called the Stillman diet. Okay, and the Stillman diet was eat lots and lots and lots of beef, lots and lots of meat, lots and lots of grapefruit along with it, okay, and salad, but no dressing, and you'll lose weight. It didn't do too much for your coronary arteries, okay? In fact, it really didn't even do too much for your weight, but there were a lot of people that dug in on this one. South Beach diet, fad diet. This one was a good one, okay, where you can eat what you need to eat, but just cut carbohydrates out. And what they found was that when people ate candy, sodas, and so on and so forth, they gained weight. No kidding. You pull that out, you too will lose weight. But it does a little bit more, and as fad diets go, this one came back and stuck. Okay, not all fads are bad, not all fads are destined to disappear. They come and they go. Okay, so why is this important? Okay, because everybody gets entranced by these sorts of things. You're going to see advertisements on the TV and radio for devices, okay, quite frequently invented or developed or promoted by chiropractors because they've got a doctor in front of their name, okay, to do, we're going to do a spinal distraction technique using something that we made in China for about $1.50, and we're going to sell it for $40. But wait, there's more. We'll send you 2 of them. Well, guess what? Sending somebody some tube aluminum, for $45 or $50 plus a small fee, okay, for something that does absolutely nothing, these things don't last very long, okay? You go to the mall, you go to the flea market. They'll have stores there that say, as seen on TV. These are things that came and went, okay? If they came and stayed, you'd still be able to get them. You wouldn't have to go to the flea market to find them. So fads in life come and go. In medicine, we have them also. Okay, and this is where things get a little bit maddening to me. In particular, when people focus on the wrong thing, like, I'm going to get organic wheat. I'm going to get organic this and organic that, without even knowing what that really means. What are we talking about when you're looking at organic? And by the way, how do you know that it is or it isn't? Because there's very little regulation as to whether or not they're lying to you, and you wouldn't know it. But many of these merchants don't know that they're buying the right stuff or the wrong stuff, but guess what? They're making a buck, so it really doesn't make any difference, and after you eat it, it's kind of hard to prove what it was anyway. So organic chicken. What does that mean? Okay, does it mean that these chickens weren't given appropriate food? No, what you're looking for is you're looking for meats that were either the animal was treated properly. This is for ethical or ethical reasons, religious reasons. It makes a lot of sense. We don't like to mistreat our food. You have to respect that which you eat. Okay, so if a chicken is put in a little box or pen or whatever for its life and then slaughtered, that's just inhumane. If they're allowed to fly around and do what they're going to do, they're still killed nevertheless. I mean, I don't know. At the end of the game, it's still in your fryer. Okay, but here's the deal. Do you want them necessarily to be treated with steroids? Do you necessarily want them to be treated with chemicals? The steroids don't make any difference at all. Because when you're eating the critter, Okay, the steroids that were given 6 weeks before it was slaughtered are long gone. And in fact, the day after they're administered, they're long gone. The process is more important than that. So if you're going to get your chicken and it's produced in a plant that splatters E. coli and salmonella all over the place, rather than focusing on whether it was organic or not, you need to look at how the thing was produced and packaged for you. Because like it or not, more people get sick from chicken and eggs than about any other food in a grocery store. Why? Because they're packaged containing the salmonella that's going to poison you and your family. So what are we looking at here? Fads. So organic this, organic that. This is organic wool. My God. Okay, who cares? Okay, whether or not they used a different fertilizer in the grain that these things are fed before they're sheared. It doesn't make any difference to your sweater. It doesn't make any difference to the fill in your pillow. It doesn't make any difference, period. Okay? When you're looking at your medications, I get into this argument a lot with folks. They go, well, I only want natural medications because prescriptions are dangerous. Okay, my next question is, well, what makes a medicine natural and what makes it a prescription item? A piece of paper called a regulation is the only thing between something being a natural medicine and a prescription item, because there are many naturally occurring items that are by prescription only. My favorite of which is curare. Okay, curare is a marvelously natural substance used in South America to paralyze people or paralyze game. As an anesthesiologist, we used to use it all the time to relax muscles to facilitate surgery. Doesn't make it safe now, does it? Okay, it's a prescription item, yet it's natural. D-tubo curare. Okay, marvelous stuff if you know what you're doing with it. Another marvelous natural product is called digoxin or digitalis. Okay, I grew it in my backyard, digitalis leaf, enough to kill people. But it's used historically to treat congestive heart failure. It has saved millions of lives over the years, but to this day it is still a prescription item, and hopefully it will remain that way forever. But when you're looking at over-the-counter products, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're either natural or safe. Okay, there are medications that we use on a routine basis that are over-the-counter, anabolic steroids. If used appropriately, they're very, very safe. They save lives. They increase productivity. They prolong mental health. DHEA is known as the fountain of youth hormone. In Europe, it's illegal. Here, it's over-the-counter. Pregnenolone is thought to forestall the development of Alzheimer's disease. In Europe, in South America, and Asia, it's illegal. Yet there, there's a whole host of doctors that earn a great living going door to door giving people injections of vitamins. Okay, something that they would never dream of doing in this country because it's charlatanism. It doesn't do you any good. But you don't go to the doctor's office in France without getting a shot of vitamins. Okay, I was just instructed to this earlier this week. If you don't, you're being cheated after all. So what are we looking at? Fads. Do things work? Do they not work? What does the FDA do? And how do they get into this? Because in order for somebody to be able to market something, this item is good for that, or this item cures this, or it treats that, it has to go through a process that the Food and Drug Administration does to demonstrate efficacy. The Food and Drug Administration is not your enemy. What they do is they go back and figure out how to allow things to be marketed. It's a marketing effort. It's not a research group. It's not a Consumer Product Safety Commission-esque type of issue. Fads. Let's go ahead and see what the latest radio host is promoting these days to treat everything. This is the major antioxidant that all you ever need. It comes from a tuber and and it's red, therefore it must be good. Okay, the fads are hurting people. You can go out there and spend thousands of dollars on magnets. I know because I did. My former wife was really big into these magnets, so she dropped a big buck on all kinds of magnets that did nothing. I still have my magnetic socks. Why do I have them? Because they ruin credit cards. It's great. Okay, if you leave those in your drawer and you put your wallet on top of it, it will ruin your credit cards. Does it do anything for anybody else? No. Okay, that came and went. What about the good old days when people were running around with aluminum foil in their hats? Okay, because it kept them free of the radio waves that were influencing their brains. Okay, this was only about 10, 15 years ago. Okay, it's just life in the fast lane. So for grins, Go back and pick up magazines, things like Life magazines from the 70s, and see what was thought to be healthy then. Okay, what was healthy then is what's healthy now. The difference is our level of understanding of what we're doing and why we're doing it. Don't fall prey to these fads, because guess what? It's just going to do nothing or little more than separate you from your money. Hopefully it won't do you any damage.
Dr. David Klein, Stages of Life Institute. You can check them out at suffernomore.com, suffernomore.com, and stagesoflifevitamins.com. What a great service that is. You get your nutraceuticals automatically shipped to you based on your needs and your cycle, and you can cancel it at any time. All right, and we'll visit more with Dr. Klein tomorrow.
Our phone number is 407-679-3337, and our website is stagesoflife.net. We're located in Longwood at 1917 Booth Circle. That's right off of I-4 and 434. And let's see, our office hours are Monday through Thursday, 8 to 5. The health store that Rob mentioned with all of our nutraceuticals is open during those office hours, but we're also on the web, as I said, at stagesoflife.net, and you can purchase your nutraceuticals at your leisure, and we will ship them to you.